Guys, how's it going? Statman coming back at you once again, and today I'm going to talk your ear off about a couple of extra titles that I picked up from Amazon warehouse deals. I think they're just, the second-hand sellers on Amazon that I picked these up through. I've done these videos before, right, where I go onto Amazon and I search for the items on my wish list, and I'm looking for lowest to highest price point, and then I go into the individual titles that I'm looking for. I go into the used section of those titles and I search for the lowest prime price, Amazon Prime price for those. I've gone over that whole process before, but just reiterating. That's what I did to find these two titles. But before I mention the titles that I picked up here, I just wanted to tell you that Prime Day is coming up. Prime Day. Amazon Prime Day. If you remember last year, there was the first iteration of Prime Day, and it was a unmitigated disaster, alright? It was not very good, but there was one good thing about it. The one good thing about Prime Day was that they had a discount. I think it was either 10 or 15% off of everything on Amazon Warehouse. So if you find, they have a bunch of Blu-rays on there through Amazon Warehouse, Blu-rays and DVDs. So if you found something that you're like, I want to get this and this price is okay but not great, that extra 15% off really does help, and it makes it so much easier to just push the button and buy. You know what I mean? I wanted to mention that just so you guys know, because I feel like that was something that a lot of people missed out on last time, because they just heard that Prime Day was a joke and they didn't think to look and see if there was anything actually to it. They may or may not be running that same promotion again this year. It may be better, it may be worse, it may not even be there this time around. But if it is around, if they do the certain percentage off of Amazon Warehouse stuff this time around, I highly advise you guys to basically take advantage of the process that I'm talking about right now, going and looking for everything in your wish list through lowest price and all that stuff, and then looking for the Amazon Warehouse items in that list. I highly advise you to do that, because you might be able to find something for a very good deal. And, you get some pretty good quality content. You get good quality Blu-rays typically, and if you don't, it's Amazon Warehouse, so you're probably going to be able to, complain about it to Amazon, and they'll do something about it because it's Amazon. So anyways, the first title that I picked up here, these were both about $5. I don't remember the exact price, but they were about $5. And the first title I picked up was Black Hawk Down. I remember watching this several years ago and thinking it was a pretty good war movie, but not like the greatest. I think it's on par with like Jarhead, which I still need to get, by the way. But yeah, it's a pretty good movie. It's just not the best movie ever, but it's still a pretty good movie. And I've been meaning to watch it again for the longest time, so when I saw it there for about $5, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll push the button, I'll bite the bullet, so to speak, and get that at that price. I don't know anything about the actual quality of the image or whatever, but yeah, I did want to have this in my collection, and $5 was just the right price point, so yeah. Next up, for, well, about the same price, I got everybody's favorite sports film, Rudy. Rudy, 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 Rudy. Okay, enough of that. Sean Astin is Rudy. It's a really good sports movie. I think even people who don't like sports movies like Rudy. And can you blame him? It's a good movie, alright? It's a really good movie. And I haven't seen this one in a while, but it was always on TV when I was growing up, so I watched it quite a bit. I think it's probably been like 10 years since I've seen this, actually. But yeah, fond memories of it. Absolutely love this movie. So I think this was a little bit more than $5, but I was just like, screw it, I'll go for it. And yeah, well worth the price, even though it's like, these are both earlier titles, I think, on Blu-ray. This one's got the little silver bar at the bottom. This one's got the blue back here with the crappy, like, Spider-Man special features font. And it's got that kind of, that insert thing there. I mean, it's not the newest Blu-ray out there, so it's probably not the greatest quality or whatever, but whatever. Okay? That's one of the reasons I didn't want to spend too much money on it, but you could never really find it for a decent price, so, $5, five-ish, pretty good deals. And those are the only two titles that I picked up through Amazon Warehouse, through the Amazon used section, essentially. But there was one more thing that I got that didn't really fit in with anything else that I got, like in terms of where I got it or whatever. And I wanted to mention it because it's worth mentioning, at least if you're from the United States and you've been looking for a decent price on this title for quite a while, like I have, then you might want to know that Best Buy currently has Born on the 4th of July for $4.99, and that's where I got this. Luckily, they got some of them in stock at my new local Best Buy, and I just bought it online and then picked it up the next day, essentially. Yeah, very, very happy to finally have this in my collection. I've been waiting for several years to actually watch this again, and I remember thinking it was a really great movie the first time I watched it. It's dark, it's depressing, it's Oliver Stone, but it's really good for what it is, and honestly, I think it's an underrated film, especially an underrated role for Tom Cruise here, and a marked departure from Top Gun Tom Cruise, I think, at least in my opinion. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, honestly, but I'm happy to finally have it back in my collection, especially for $5. Not a bad deal at all. I really haven't seen this go for less than like $10 to $15 over the past few years, and I've just been sitting here waiting, thinking, when is it going to go down to like the kind of price that a cheap bastard like myself is looking to pay, you know what I mean? And it finally did, and here it is. So, yeah. I don't know how much longer they're going to have this sale on, but it's worth noting that you do get the DVD copy and the Blu-ray copy all together in this set, even if it doesn't come with the slip cover, which I didn't know until I went ahead and bought it for $5. If you have a Best Buy and you've been looking for this like I have, then hop on in and pick it up for $5. I really can't recommend any of their other $5 titles right now. There are a few that are okay, like Lock, Stock, and Smoking Barrels and stuff like that. But I can't really say that there's any there that, it hasn't been that price before, or it's an amazing deal or something like that, you know what I mean? Just, it's summertime. Summertime, you usually don't find a lot of deals on Blu-rays. And when you do, it's usually stuff from like the big name companies. You got your Scream Factory sale, you got your Criterion sale, they've even got like Twilight Time sales going on and stuff. I mean, stuff like that's what's happening. And then they're releasing new titles, or Scream Factory at least is releasing a lot of new titles, and then there's some Criterions coming out in August and whatnot. I mean, the summer's just not a good time for like really good deals on Blu-rays, at least, not this kind of Blu-ray. You want to wait until the winter, essentially, for those. But you can still find some decent deals, and this is a perfect example of that. $5, and hey, right before 4th of July, too. As I'm making this video, it's actually July the 2nd. So who knows? Maybe I watched this for 4th of July. And then got Rudy and Black Hawk Down for about $5 each. Yeah. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. So, yeah, that'll do it for this video. That's all that I picked up. I'll probably be picking up a bit more soon, and I do have an order coming in through the Arrow sale, so stay tuned to check out that pickup. But I'll talk about that more when I actually get those titles in. So yeah, that'll do it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.